This video corresponds with section 5B.4, and this video will walk you through the steps as to how to construct a 30-degree angle. This example can be found at the top of page 7 of your note packet. Now, as you've learned in the previous lesson, you've learned a couple of things here. You've learned how to create a couple of other types of angles, including the 60-degree angle. You've also learned how to create an angle bisector back in section 5B.2. The easiest way to create a 30-degree angle is to fuse those two concepts together. As you can see from the steps above, we're going to go ahead and create a 60-degree angle first. To then get 30 degrees, we're just going to simply bisect the angle. We're going to make an angle bisector and cut it in half. So we're going to take things that you already have learned, and we're just going to put them together. So, to create a 30-degree angle, we must first create a 60-degree angle. So we're going to do those same steps that we've done before. So we're going to go ahead, draw a line. Go ahead and put your compass on one end and draw yourself an arc. Keep your compass the same width. Put that compass point on where the arc and the line cross. Make a second arc that forms an X. And then lastly, connect your X with your endpoint. Again, do the best that you can to line this up. And you have yourself your 60-degree angle. Now, the goal is to make a 30-degree angle, so we're going to take the 60 degrees and we're going to go ahead and bisect it. We're going to cut it in half. So, let's review how to find an angle bisector. In order to find an angle bisector, you have a given angle. The first step was to make an arc that goes through both sides of the angle. And as you may notice, we already have that in place from trying to construct a 60-degree angle. So that first step has already been taken care of. The only thing we need to figure out is where's the bisector going to go? We need a point of reference somewhere out here that's going to help us split it in half. So to come up with that, let's fast forward a little bit. Angle bisector steps. Step 1, make that type of arc. Step 2 was to go ahead and get two intersecting arcs that form an X. That gives us our point of reference to make the angle bisector. So to review and how to do that, we're going to go ahead and put our compass point where the arc and one of the angle sides cross. Make an arc. Keep it the same width. Go ahead and put it where the angle and the arc cross, aka this point where you see that X. Line it up. Make an intersecting arc. If you do it correctly, it should make an X. Your final step, to make a 30-degree angle, you're going to go ahead and line up your straight edge here, or your ruler, through the X and the vertex of the angle down at the bottom. Draw a line right through it. So what ends up happening is you end up with a couple of 30-degree angles. Again, it was already 60 to begin with. We drew an angle bisector to cut it in half. That means we can assume that each of the smaller angles would be 30 degrees.